السلام عليكم ورحمة الله. بسم الله والحمد لله والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله. Today, inshallah, we will start the articulation points of Arabic letters. First, the scholars laid out 5 major areas that have within them the different articulation points, which are a total of 17. So we have 17 articulation points divided into 5 major areas. These 5 areas are al-khayshum, the nasal cavity, and it doesn't have specific letters. It just have the sound of nasalization, which is ghunna, coming from 2 letters. Number 2, al-jawf. Al-jawf, this is the empty space in throat and oral cavity. This area, all this is al-jawf, any empty space in this. Number 3, the throat, al-halq, here. Number 4, the lips, the 2 lips. Number 5, the tongue, al-lisan, al-shafatan, the lips, and al-lisan, the tongue. And here we have the teeth. It's not articulation area. They are just a helper to pronounce some letters. Okay. We have 2 kinds of articulation points. The first type is a specific articulation point. We have specific point that we know we are memorizing or articulate the letter from it. These articulation points relies on a specific place of the areas of the tongue, throat, or lips. And we have approximate articulation point. We don't know a specific point that we articulate the letter from it. So first, these approximate articulation points doesn't rely on a specific place of the areas of the tongue, throat, or lips, because it's in al-jawf, the empty space in the mouth and the oral cavity. The approximate articulation point is applied to the lengthened letters, alif, waw, and ya, that come from the empty space in the mouth and the throat, which is al-jawf. Okay, and they didn't mention the nose because we don't articulate specific letters from the nose. We just have the sound, the half of the sound of 2 letters. Inshallah, we will understand everything. But here, al-khayshum, the nose, they didn't mention it in the 2 types of articulation point. Because we are not pronouncing the whole letter from it. We just pronounce some half of the sound of 2 letters, mim and noon, which is nasalization, al-ghunna. Then we have al-jawf, this empty space, okay, in the throat and the oral cavity. We don't have specific articulation point in them. We just pronounce the 3 mad letters, alif, waw sakina preceded by dhamma, ya sakina preceded by kasra from this space. And then these 3, they are specific articulation points. The throat, we know specific points to articulate some letters from it. And the lips, the 2 lips, also we have specific points. And the tongue, al-lisan, we have very specific points to pronounce or articulate some letters from it. We will start, inshallah. Okay, from al-jawf. Al-jawf, this is the empty space, oral cavity and throat cavity, the empty space in the throat and the mouth. So it's the empty space in the mouth and throat is a place and an articulation point at the same time, because we said that these letters that we articulate from this area doesn't have specific points. So we cannot say that we articulate alif, for example, from specific point in it. No, it's just the sound fill the whole area. Also waw mad and ya mad. So from this area, which is al-jawf, the 3 mad letters, the lengthened letters, originates from this non-specific area. It means non-specific points in it. These letters finish with the stopping of the sound. that stops with the ear. These letters are alif, waw, and ya. If you try, you will find yourself pronounce it from the whole area, no specific point. Like yeah, the sound of alif, it fill the whole area. الجوف. Also yi and oo. We don't have specific point. These three mid letters don't have a specific space that they finish at like other letters do. And instead, these letters finish with the stopping of the sound. So let's see each letter of these three letters where they stop. So here we have the ya, and not any ya. It's supposed to be lengthened ya. And we know the conditions that make the ya lengthened letter, which is supposed to be ya sakina preceded by letter with kasra. Kasra is the short partner vowel for the ya. Then this will be lengthened ya. Let's try it by saying e. The hamza in this case has kasra, then the ya sakina. So the ya here is lengthened ya. Say e. Watch carefully where the sound ends. It ends here at the middle of the tongue. E in this space. So it starts from the whole area. We don't have specific articulation point, but we know where it stops. So it stops here. E. Then let's try the waw, lengthened waw, which is waw sakina preceded by letter with dhamma. Try to say ooh. You will find it ends here. So we know where it ends, but we don't know from where it starts because it starts from the whole area here, which is الجوف. Ooh. The sound stops here. For the alif, all the time the alif is mad letter or lengthened letter. So now let's say it's stop here. So this is, now we talk the first articulation area, which is الجوف. We know that we don't have specific articulation point. And also they combine the three mad letters in this word, which is نوحيها. نوحيها. The word نوحيها contains the three types of mad. This waw sakina preceded by letter with dhamma. Ya sakina preceded by letter with kasra, and ha alif sakina preceded by letter with fatha. So the word نوحيها contains the three mad letters. Now we talk الجوف, which is the first articulation area. Inshallah, the following class we will start in the following the next articulation area, which is الحلق or the throat. Thank you. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.